Fusion Mobile, quality e-learning experience on the go.
Now we are going to look at soil formation, and in treating soil formation, these are the factors that encourage soil formation. Number one, we talk about parent materials. When we're discussing about soil, the divination, I made mention of what we call the parent materials. The three types of soil can be traced to their origin, either from sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks, or changed metamorphic or changed rocks, or igneous rock. So any rock that you see is a product of the origin, where it originated from. That is what we mean by parent material. Now let's look at topography. Topography also has effect in soil formation. Where the topography is high, in fact what we mean by topography is the up and down on the earth surface. That is the rolling topography of the earth surface. The earth surface is not smooth. We have some places that are high, we have some that are low. In a place where we have a high topography, it will affect the soil formation because of this steep. The steepness of the slope can affect, the soil formation on top of this mountain or upland. So where we have a high topography, it will likely affect the soil formation in that environment. Or where the topography is not smooth, we have mountains, ridges of mountains connected together, there it will not encourage proper formation of soil. Then we talk about climate. When we are talking about climate, we look at climatic conditions. Climatic conditions like what? Like rainfall, climatic conditions like temperature. All these play a very good part in soil formation. So where the climate at times is harsh, it may not encourage what? Soil formation. But where the climate is favorable, enough rainfall, enough temperature, favorable wind, all these encourage soil formation. Then another one is vegetation cover. In a forest environment, the soil in that environment is rich, is thick, and also fertile for agricultural purpose. Because of what? Because of the leaves of the vegetation that falls down, decay and decompose, attract a good formation of soil in that environment. But where we have a place that is devoid of vegetation, the soil formation in that environment may be very, very scanty. Then we talk about biotic. Biotic, we are talking about life. We are talking about living microorganisms like earthworm and other organisms within the soil. They help in activating, speeding up the rate of soil formation, and also decide, the nature of the soil that is formed in that environment. Where you have earthworms, enough earthworms and other microorganisms that are present within the soil, they add nutrients, they add strength to soil formation. Then finally we talk about time. Soil formation takes time. Where we have enough time for soil to undergo formation, then you have a good soil. But where there is no time for soil to form, it also affects soil formation. So when we are talking about soil formation, we are looking at these 6 factors. Number one, parent materials. You trace the soil formation. Is it a sedimentary origin? Is this the soil? Is this of a sedimentary origin? Is it of igneous origin, or it is of a metamorphic origin? So you know that igneous rock is very hard. For igneous rock to disintegrate, to wear and tear, accumulate, decompose to form a good soil, it will take a longer period compared to a sedimentary rocks that is soft. Then we talk about topography, where we have mountains, ridges, clustered together. The soil in that environment will be very, very thin. But where we have plain land, the soil in that environment will be fat, because in a place where we have hills, ridges and mountains, action of water flowing from the upland down wash away the soil formation, so it determine the nature of soil in that environment. Then climate, talk about climatic conditions like temperature, like rainfall, like wind, like atmospheric air pressure and other climatic elements determine the nature of the soil formed in that environment. Then we talk about vegetation cover. Vegetation cover, where we have vegetations, the soil in that environment will be rich. Why? Because the leaves and other dead plants that fell down, decay and accumulate, add strength to the soil formation. So the soil in that environment will be very, very rich, thick, dark and good for agricultural purpose. We talk about biotic. This is the living organism within the soil. The living organism within the soil. This living organism within the soil can also act upon the soil formation. Then we have time. Time, it takes soil to form. Where you have enough time for soil to form, to complete the cycle of formation, the soil will come out matured. But where there is no time, before the process of soil formation is truncated, it will affect the formation.